viewers, welcome back again to the channel Learn Relationship and Marriage. This is where we bring to you topics about relationship and about the things that happen in marriages and how to have a fulfilled, happy marriage life. And we also bring to you videos that concerns relationship and also concerns marriage. Every video we bring to you is to educate you on some of the things you will come across in marriage and even in the relationship, so that you can be aware, and so that when you see those things, when you see the sides of such a thing happening, you can run away as fast as possible to avoid dangers that happen in the relationships and that happen in marriages. Today's topic is very, very, very peculiar because I want to ask you a question. And the question is, why are you in that relationship? Why are you in that marriage? This is a question that all of us at one time or another we ask ourselves when faced with a difficult situation in marriage, when faced with a difficult situation in a relationship. And today, I want me and you, we discuss about why are we in that relationship? Why are we in that marriage? Most of the people, when you ask them that question, they will tell you, I am happy. For example, I feel fulfilled. I feel I have a comrade. I have a friend I can share my problems with. I have a friend whom I can rely on. I have warmth in this relationship. And therefore, I'm in this relationship because I'm happy. Which is very, very, very good and very important in every relationship and in every marriage. We should be in a relationship, we should be in any marriage for the right reasons. And the right reasons is you are respected, you feel happy, you feel the warmth in that relationship, you feel fulfilled in that marriage or relationship, you share freely without fearing, and someone is there to listen to you without shouting at you, without answering rudely to you. And therefore you can comfortably say, I'm in this relationship because I feel fulfilled. I feel protected. I feel happy. Those are the right reasons that can keep you in a relationship. The other people might say, I am in this relationship or in this marriage because of my children. I entered in this marriage or in this relationship because I got pregnant and because I had nowhere to go. I had no one to rely on. And therefore I had to enter into this relationship. I had to enter into this marriage. Some would say, I am in this marriage or rather in this relationship because I am jobless, or because I feel mercy for my partner. I feel pity. Imagine there's people who are just in marriage or in the relationships because they pity their partners. They pity the person they are with. And some would say, I'm here because my parents would not allow divorce, would not allow me to go back home. And therefore, I have to stick here. And some would say, I am here because even though this person is mistreating me, even though this person is committing adultery, he is moving with several women, or she's moving with several men, I am hoping that this person is going to change. So some of us are in marriage or in the relationships because we are hoping that these people will change one day. And others would say, I'm in this relationship because my pastor would not allow divorce, would not allow separation. And therefore I have nothing, there is nothing I can do. I have to remain in this relationship. And some would say, I have invested so much in this relationship and therefore I cannot come out of it. I'm stuck here because my money is here. I have invested in this relationship in terms of finances, in terms of emotions, in terms of everything that you would mention. And therefore, you would feel a loss to come out of that relationship or to come out of that marriage. Where others would say that I am here because women are supposed to be down there, for example, if you are a woman, and persevere every kind of mistreatment, every kind of abuse, every kind of things, bad things that happen, because it is the role of a woman to persevere. That is what maybe you are told by your mother or your grandmother, that woman should just stick in marriage and persevere. While others would say that I am in this relationship because I don't want to sin against my God. Because many times divorce are sin. And therefore that is the reason I am in this relationship. And I want to tell you tonight, none of all those relationships, none of all those reasons that I have stated are worth you being in a relationship that you are not happy. In a relationship that you feel inferiority complex, or you have been made to be in a cocoon whereby you cannot talk, you cannot express yourself, you fear. Fear has been instilled in you that you cannot even say your opinion. You cannot even say your thoughts. You cannot even defend yourself. Even when this person, because I've heard very many stories of women who say that their husbands bring women in their house and they have to stay there because they have nowhere to go. They have no job. They are desperate, which is a good reason, because sometimes when you are jobless, you can take a lot in life. Because one thing you ask yourself, where will I start from? But I want to tell you, when you take that step, don't live with a person who does not respect you. Don't live with a person who you feel does not feel you. They don't want to be with you. You are just forcing yourself to be with them. Don't force yourself to be with a person, because most of the things that happen in relationship and in marriages are because people are forcing things and already this person is tired of you. He's doing all sorts of things to tell you, I'm tired of you. And even men, they are ladies who do crazy things because they are tired of you. And you are still clinging to that marriage. You are still clinging to that relationship. You don't want to come out. And when you come out, you feel like killing yourself. Because we have had very many cases. There is no good reason that can make you stay in a relationship where you are not happy. I want to tell you that marriage, because I imagine that every relationship, everyone hopes that it will lead to marriage. And if you're in the wrong relationship, you'll be in the wrong marriage. The wrong relationship means you are not happy, you are not comfortable, you are not fulfilled, you do not participate. Everything is dictated to you. Whatever you are told, you say yes. Whatever you are told to do, you do. And that relationship, let me tell you the truth, because I know and I've stayed in marriage for quite some years. If you're in the wrong relationship, you'll enter in the wrong marriage. Some guys cheat and they tell you it is Satan who made me to cheat. And they keep on repeating cheating and cheating and cheating. And even women, let me not just talk about men, even women. And they lie, they tell you, I was forced, I was not myself, I don't know what, I was drunk, those reasons. And if this is repeated several times, I would advise you, that person will not change. Because a person who is ready to change, changes at the first time or a second time or third time. But when a person repeats the fourth time, 50 times, 60 times, that is not a person who is changing. That is a person who is buying time so that he can keep you in that relationship, or she can keep you in that relationship until he or she gets tired of you and dumps you, and that is the time you feel desperate, you feel depressed, and you start looking for a way to kill yourself. Do not allow a relationship to put you in a place where you feel depressed, in a place where you feel you are at the end, in a place where you will take away your life or attempt to take away your life. No. In this life, the Bible says, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And don't listen to people what they tell you, because I've read some women says that their men tell them, even if you come out of this house, you cannot get anybody. And even vice versa. Some women tell their men, even if I come out of this house, you will not get another woman. I want to tell you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And when you make that decision, actually the Bible clearly says, do not lean on your own understanding. Your understanding tells you you cannot get any other way apart from staying in that relationship where you are not comfortable, where you are not happy, where you are not fulfilled. But the Bible says clearly, do not lean on your own understanding. Whatever your understanding says, God says the opposite. That acknowledge me, rely on me, depend on me, and I will make your path straight. So it's not about you going on your own. And of course, if you know God, you are not going alone. You are not coming out of that relationship alone. You are not coming out of that marriage where you are not happy alone. God will back you wherever you will go. Because you have never seen something depressing, something annoying, like staying with a person who is mistreating you, a person who abuses you, a person who dictates whatever he wants you to do and you have to do. A person who keeps on going out of your marriage or out of your relationship and then gives a lame excuse or a lame apology, and next time he repeats the same. Such a relationship drains you emotionally, drains you physically, drains you spiritually, drains you, and you cannot even think of developing your life. Remember, we live in this world once. There is no rehearsal on this world. And therefore, the many years God will give you on earth, you should live a happy life. You should live a fulfilled life. You should live a life that you feel you are comfortable. And therefore, those reasons or those excuses that we give in being in the wrong relationships, in being in the wrong marriage, I would say, please try to come out of that relationship that is making you always unhappy, that is making you always sad, that is making you feel depressed, that is making you feel stressed. And I tell you, when you take a step of faith, God will back you. I have seen very many women and men who come out of abusive relationship and they go and succeed in life. And they are happy in their marriages. I listen to women sometimes and they say they were burnt, others were cut their hands, others were done very bad things by the people they trusted, the people they thought that they are going to change. And I tell you, by the time a person cuts your hands, or a person burns you, or a person does something crazy on you, he has been planning it. It's not something that comes overnight. And most of the times, you have been quarreling with this person, and you ignore the red signs, you ignore the threats, you ignore the many times he tells you things or she tells you things. I remember one time, a couple who were friends, the lady kept on saying, this guy was telling him, I will kill you. And most of us, we don't want to believe that this person can kill you. We just want to believe that this relationship will work. This marriage will work. We will live ever happily, like in the fairy tales. But I want to tell you, when you see the red sign, when you see a person threatening you, when you see a person keeping on telling you, I will cut your neck, I will kill you. I will break your legs. I will break your hand. I will remove this and this, your teeth. Just come out of that relationship. Your life is so much precious for you to suffer in an abusive relationship. Do not give an excuse that I don't have a job, I have children. When you come out of that, God will make a way. And I tell you, you'll never sleep hungry. Because God is the God of those dissolute women and men. Make a decision so that you don't reach a point whereby you will say, we will say it was too late. And we wish we advised them. We wish we told them. No. Remember there was this story about a lady who was in the, and I'm sure that relationship was toxic. It was abusive. And this lady just joked. I think she was serious, but this guy, I think, was fed up with her. She told him, I'm going to take medicine. In other words, I'm going to commit suicide. This guy did not even react. The lady took drugs. And she started drinking. And this guy is just seated, just taking a video of her. When someone reaches that point, they are fed up with you. You have forced yourself into them until they are fed up with you. I don't want to conclude to that story because I don't know what transpired. But I want to tell you, a person who watches you take your life away, a person who does not even, he is not moved by the presence of his children, a person who does not even think how these children will survive without their mother, a person who does not even reason, this is the mother who gave birth to my children, that is a person who has reached the end. That is a person who is fed up with you. That is a person who doesn't care whether you will die, whether you will live, whether you will do what. And therefore, when you see the red signs, when you start quarreling with a person and you see that this person is out of me, this person no longer loves me, this person has already moved on with his life or her life, just run away. Just run away. Go and tell God to open for you a door, a new door. Because we are told when one door closes, it's a new dawn for you. God will open another door. God will create or bring another person in your life who respects you. A person who loves you genuinely. A person who cares for you genuinely. And a person who will defend you and protect you. So don't stay in a relationship because of those reasons that we give. My parents, my church, my friends will say what? My children, I have no job. All those reasons will not add up when you are 6 feet under. So please, when you find that there are red flags in your relationship, run away. When you find that you are not happy, you are not fulfilled, you are not satisfied, you are not comfortable, you are always sad, you are always stressed, you are always depressed, run away for your happiness, run away for your joy, run away for your fulfilled life, and God will make a way for you. I want to stop there and wish you, those who are happy in marriages, happy marriages. Those who are struggling, please come out and God will make a way. But if this person or rather you believe that this person can change and become a good person, pray for them. And God will make a way and they change and you build a home whereby you are happy, you are satisfied, you are fulfilled. And you go on, because where there is joy, where there is unity, God brings his blessings in that home. Bye-bye, and I wish you a happy month of June, and may the Lord bless you.